Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today, starting with the Los Angeles Angels versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at minus 210. Angels plus 160 with the over-under at 8. Angels coming into this matchup 68 and 82. The Rays 92 and 59. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 4.68. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 5.46. Sandoval, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Angels on a 5-game losing streak. Rays on a little 2-game losing streak here. Angels 1-7 against Tampa Bay, 1-7 on the road against Tampa. They've just been very bad against the Rays here, and I'm going to take Tampa Bay at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Cincinnati Reds. Twins opening up as road favorites at minus 130. The Reds plus 115 with the over-under at 9.5. Twins coming into this matchup 79 and 72. The Reds 79 and 73. Pitching for the Twins is Kenta Maeda with an ERA of 4.50. Pitching for the Reds is Fernando Cruz with an ERA of 4.05. Maeda, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Cruz, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Minnesota losing to the Reds yesterday, 7-3. Good win for the Reds yesterday. Cruz making his second start. He's only pitched 1 inning so far. Looked good in that little limited time. We'll see how much he pitches today, but I think I'm going to take a shot with the Reds plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Miami Marlins. Miami opening up as home favorites at minus 150. The Mets plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Mets coming into this matchup 70 and 80. The Marlins 78 and 73. Pitching for the Mets is Joey Lucchesi with an ERA of 2.83. Pitching for the Marlins is Braxton Garrett with an ERA of 3.67. Lucchesi, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Garrett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Mets on a 2-game winning streak, beating the Marlins yesterday 2-1. They are 6-1 on the road against Miami, 5-1 straight up against Miami here, and both pitchers coming off 0-run games. And I'm gonna take a shot with the Mets plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Chicago White Sox versus the Washington Nationals. Washington opening up as home favorites at minus 110. The White Sox plus 100 with the over-under at 9.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 58 and 93. The Nationals 66 and 85. Pitching for the White Sox is Jose Urena with an ERA of 8.48. Pitching for the Nationals is Jackson Rutledge with an ERA of 17.18. Urena, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Rutledge, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. White Sox beating Washington yesterday 6-1. Big, nice win for the White Sox. Washington, I mean, they're struggling here. Have not played well, 2-8 at home. Rutledge did not look good in his last start, giving up 7 runs here. Not the best pitching matchup. Maybe take a shot with that over, but I'll also take a shot with the White Sox plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 115. Toronto plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 83 and 67. The Yankees 76 and 74. Pitching for Toronto is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 3.81. Pitching for the Yankees is Clark Schmidt with an ERA of 4.56. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Schmidt, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Toronto on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a nice Boston series. Yankees coming off a Pirates loss. Schmidt consistently just giving up 3 runs here. I think Toronto's a good underdog today, and I'll take Toronto plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at minus 210. The Phillies plus 170 with the over-under at 9. Phillies coming into this matchup 82 and 68. The Braves 96 and 54. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA of 3.40. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider with an ERA of 3.73. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Strider, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. The Phillies, coming off an Atlanta win, beating them 7-1 yesterday. Big win for the Phillies here. Braves really couldn't do anything yesterday. But I do love Strider on the mound today. I really think the Braves bounce back in this one, and I'm going to take Atlanta at home. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at minus 160. The Royals plus 130 with the over-under at 9. Cleveland coming into this matchup 72 and 79. The Royals 49 and 102. Pitching for the Guardians is Logan Allen with an ERA of 3.60. Pitching for the Royals is Steven Cruz with an ERA of 5.14. Allen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Cruz, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland losing to the Royals yesterday 6-4. Nice win for the Royals, who are actually playing well. 5-1 in their last 6. Aren't looking too bad here. I think I'm going to take a shot with the Royals plus 1.5 at home in this one. Not in love with it, but I'll still take a shot with them. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Brewers opening up as road favorites at minus 115. The Cardinals plus 105 with the over-under at 9. Brewers coming into this matchup 84 and 66. The Cardinals 67 and 83. Pitching for the Brewers is Trevor Megill with an ERA of 3.13. Pitching for the Cardinals is Drew Rom with an ERA of 5.96. Megill, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Rom, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Brewers on a 2-game losing streak, losing to St. Louis yesterday 1-0. Couldn't really get anything going offensively yesterday. I do like the Brewers bounce back here. Close game. I think they'll hit the ball well today, and I'm going to take Brewers on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Boston Red Sox versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at minus 150. Boston plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Boston coming into this matchup 75 and 76. The Rangers 82 and 68. Pitching for the Red Sox is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 4.94. Pitching for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 2.96. Houck, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Eovaldi, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Boston, coming off a Rangers win yesterday. A nice underdog win for Boston here. Rangers on a 4-game losing streak. Boston 7-1 against the Rangers. They've been very good head-to-head against the Rangers here. And I think I'm going to take a shot still with Boston plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 150. Orioles plus 125 with the over-under at 9. Baltimore coming into this matchup 94 and 56. Houston 84 and 67. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.98. Pitching for the Astros is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 4.61. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Brown, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Baltimore on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Houston win. A nice underdog win for them yesterday. They are 6-1 on the road against Houston, so they've played well against the Astros here. And I'm going to take a shot with Baltimore plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as big home favorites at minus 300. The Rockies plus 250 with the over-under at 7.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 56-94. The Padres 73-78. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 5.86. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 2.43. Feltner, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 4 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Snell, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Colorado on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Padres yesterday 11-9. Padres playing well right now, 5-game winning streak. They're 5-2 at home. And Blake Snell been very good on the mound all season here, barely giving up runs. And I'm going to take the Padres at home. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at minus 140. The Giants plus 120 with the over-under at 8.5. Giants coming into this matchup 76-74. Arizona 79-72. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Cobb with an ERA of 3.62. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.50. Cobb, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Giants coming off a Colorado win. Arizona coming off a 3-game Cubs sweep. Giants are 5-2 against Arizona. They have actually been pretty good head-to-head there. Gallen coming off that 6-run game here, giving up 11 runs on his last 3 starts. And I think I'm going to take a shot with the Giants plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Oakland Athletics. Seattle opening up as road favorites at minus 220. Oakland plus 180 with the over-under at 7.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 82-68. Oakland 46-104. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 3.13. Pitching for Oakland is Paul Blackburn with an ERA of 4.33. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Blackburn, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Seattle coming off an Oakland win, beating them 5-0 yesterday. Oakland on a 5-game losing streak. Seattle 10-1 against Oakland, 5-0 on the road against Oakland here, and I'm going to take the Mariners on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at minus 160. Pirates plus 145 with the over-under at 9. Pirates coming into this matchup 70-80. The Cubs 78-72. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 3.10. Pitching, let's see. Currently, it's undecided for the Pirates, so we'll see who ends up pitching for the Pirates today when that is announced. The Pirates coming off a Yankees win. Cubs on a 5-game losing streak, coming off a very bad Arizona series. They are just 2-8 in their last 10. They have not been playing very well, but the Pirates are 1-10 against the Cubs, 1-7 on the road against the Cubs. They've been very bad against Chicago here. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Pirates, but I think this is a bounce back series for the Cubs here, and I'm going to take Chicago at home. Then the last matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -250. Detroit plus 210 with the over-under at 9. Detroit coming into this matchup 70-80. The Dodgers 92-57. Pitching for the Dodgers is Ryan Pepois with an ERA of 2.0. And then pitching for the Tigers is Miguel Diaz with an ERA of 0. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Hasn't really pitched much, really. Can't find any info on Pepois from the site I'm looking at, but Detroit losing to LA 8-3 yesterday. Dodgers on a 4-game winning streak. Starting to play a little well here. They are 4-9 on the road against the Dodgers, 2-5 against the Dodgers, where they really struggled here. And I think I'm going to have to take the Dodgers at home in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.